Diana Andrews, State Farm Insurance, CNC Farm and Home Supply, Animal Care Clinic, Mid-Missouri Bank, HMI Fireplace, MD Lux, and Grand Missouri Bank. Now let's join Matt and Clay live from Barge's Pizza.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Barge's Pizza off the southwest corner of the Bolivar Square. Thanks for tuning in to the Coach's Corner. Got myself here tonight. Got Sutton Medley here, and we got Coach Robert Clardy. Matt Hennenberg is on special assignment again this week, Sut. But you know how it is.
These things happen.
These things happen. So, listen, we're going to be flying by the seat of our pants tonight. We're lucky enough to have Coach here. They've had parent-teacher conferences going on after school and up until 7 in the evening. And then he's been having practice from 6 to 8:30 to get all that in. So we're just going to have him for the first session. We're going to change things up a little bit. We all know what happened last week. We want to know what's getting ready to happen this week. So we're just going to let Coach sit back and give us a big preview about the Logan-Rogersville game.
Yeah, just briefly about last week, it was a tough loss. Learned a lot about our team, got a lot of young guys out there, and that was a huge bright spot for us, seeing guys step up, make plays that haven't had a whole lot of snaps. So that kind of carried us into this week, and just continuing to build confidence in those guys, but also figure out, okay, they showed us they could do this. Let's spell some guys out. Let's get some guys more breaks throughout the game, and just the more we can do that, the better it's going to help us in the long run.
On-the-job training, absolutely.
Yeah, I know. Absolutely. And some of those guys, too, freshmen, stepping up, making big plays, getting Shakir out there. He's obviously making a lot of plays in JV games, and I think he may have had 4 touchdowns this past week. Probably could have had 6 on Monday night. Yeah, 46-42 shootout that our JV team won.
Yeah, beat Carl Junction here in town on Monday night. Tremendous job there.
Yeah, and we let them score a couple there late. Otherwise, I think it could have. And it took a knee there at the end on the 2-yard line going in. So just really extremely proud of those guys and seeing their growth this year from JV, but then them also getting opportunities in the varsity games and really seeing what they can do, because that's just going to help us out going into this week and then moving into the future. And this week versus Rogersville, obviously, great football team, very well coached. Coach Wells does a great job with them. Legend here in Southwest Missouri, and just does a great job. His whole staff does, not just him, and very well coached. They got a lot of great athletes. And again, it's another week of us facing a team that's just got a whole lot of size, offensive and defensive line, and they got a 6'4", 6'5" D tackle and nose tackle. So it's just another week of another challenge. But the great thing about our offensive line in those situations, they don't turn away from anything. They're ready to go to battle regardless. Whether it be running the ball, throwing the ball, whatever we got to do from a game plan standpoint, they're ready to go out and execute. And we know we got our hands full offensively facing their defense. And then obviously their offense, everybody keeps talking about their receiver and how great he is. And he is. He deserves all the conversation and accolades that come his way. He's only a sophomore. He's had, I think he's over 900 yards receiving on the year, and just a great football player, very dynamic. Took a kickoff return to the house last week in their game versus Branson and kind of just changed the momentum of the game. And he can do that at any point. I mean, he put the ball in his hands, but teams don't talk enough probably about their running back. I mean, that's really what kind of gives them opportunities out on the edge, is you can't just concentrate on him. They've got a great run game. Their offensive line does a great job. Their running back, I can't remember how many yards he's rushed for already this year, but I think he's got like 19 touchdowns. So very dynamic, special player as well. So they do a lot of things on the offensive side of the ball as well to just keep you off balance, and you can't concentrate on one area, because they can hurt you in a couple different ways. So we've got to do a great job of trusting our assignment, trusting our brother next to us to do his job, even whenever we make a bad play. We noticed that we learned a lot about this last week. Somebody steps in, makes a bad play, and they hang on to it. And they're like, man, I let the team down. They felt defeated in that moment, as opposed to, hey, we trust you. We know you're going to go out there and get it done. Let's pick them back up, and let's go out there and attack again. And we expect that you're going to fix it, and you're not going to make that mistake again. And guys feel like with those couple big plays there early on in the CJ game, guys not stepping up and making a play when given the opportunity, something that they practiced all week. And then whenever they saw it in the game, their eyes were in the wrong spot just because of thinking of something else maybe. I don't know. Maybe they thought they were going to see a different look. But we expect them to step up and make that play, and just they were hanging on to the pass too much. There's nothing they could do about that play. They got to stay in the moments of the game. And so really just stressing that. And this week was all about mental toughness going into a game like this, and nothing we can do about all the external factors. It's going to be raining. There's already a 100% chance of rain on Friday, and we understand that. And there's nothing we can do to control that. So we got to. What we can control is us going out and taking care of the football, taking what the defense gives us offensively, and just being smart. Execute. We can't have penalties. We can't have a snap over our head, like things like that happened last week, and just little things like that just put us behind the chains, and we don't want to do that. We can't, especially in a game when it's going to be raining. We can't be 2nd and 19. That's not ideal whenever it's pouring down rain. So got to be smart there offensively, and then defensively we got to wrap up. They got a couple athletes, or they got a lot of athletes, a lot of different ways that they can attack you. And we got to wrap up because these guys, anytime they catch the ball, they can take it to the house. So,
and saying that, you told us at the very beginning of the season that we're going to be the smallest team on the field.
Yeah.
About every game. And we have been, but we've outquicked people. And our quickness has been able to keep up, but on defense being able to wrap up. Yeah. And, boy, I'll tell you what, that was a good back down there.
That's one of the best backs.
Strong. Oh, my gosh.
Not only strong and big, but his ability, his change of direction. I watched him again this week when I watched going back and watching Rogersville's defense and watching his offensive performance versus Rogersville's defense, and just the way whenever he puts his foot in the ground, he makes a decision to go the other way. I haven't seen a back like that in a while. So,
and to get back up the speed as quick as he does,
and he takes a hit all game. I think they kept him in until about 3 or 4 minutes left in the game versus us, and he was still back there toting the rock for him, doing everything they could, and they were just handed it off to him on duo over and over behind that Division I tackle they got. So, it's our guys, the going up against a back like that, you got to be able to wrap that guy up. And I thought we did a pretty decent job. But we made him work for it. We had some young guys out on the perimeter in the secondary having to come up and make some tackles on, and that's not just any kind of back. I mean, that's a dude.
Yeah, if you can tackle him, you can tackle anybody.
So,
that's exactly right.
So I was extremely proud. I told them there were some things that obviously we got to correct and some things we got to address, but I was extremely proud of how some of those guys stepped into roles with Laredo Yates going back there at safety, Will Niven and Shakir going out and playing some defensive snaps, and not just playing but excelling and doing some really good things back there on the back end. And then Dorian Gonzalez, another great week at receiver, and Paul had another had a big catch down the sideline. And but we're just not as consistent as we need to be. And 2 weeks ago, I told them, hey, that was the closest we've come to putting a full game together, a complete game in all phases and all 4 quarters. And really had a big heart-to-heart meeting on Monday. And then we came out yesterday and had the best practice. Every coach I talked to, that was the best practice we've had all year. And I think maybe it was you get in the monotony of the same schedule every single day, going to the same field and doing the same drills, and you try and change things up so it's not like that. But then moving over to the middle school last night and going to night practice while the middle school's on the other end of the field practicing. We split the field in half just so we could all be out there together and made it a fun night. And whenever we were taking water breaks, we'd go down there and kind of cheer them on. And it just kept the energy going the whole practice. And the guys had a blast. But then the execution level went out the roof, too. And assignment and all that stuff just kept – it was a great night. I wish every practice out there on that field could be like that. It's just they've got the tree, just a different environment out there than it is at Liberator Park.
Yeah. And what a thrill that must have been for them young kids.
Oh yeah,
to turn around and look that they're on the same field as the varsity guys practicing.
We're messing with them. Our water cow was right behind me when I'm signaling plays. I was like, "Hey, don't drink our water." And they're like, "Can we have some?" I was like, "Guys, I'm joking." Go ahead. And so just trying to have fun with them and getting down there and watching. So I love watching those middle school kids play too. All of our youth grades, but man, anytime you can watch those middle school kids, they're playing tonight actually, and any chance tomorrow night they're playing tomorrow night. So any chance you can get to watch them, that's always fun. But yeah, it was good to get out there and on the field and late at night. And that grass over there at the middle school is pretty nice compared to what we got up there.
Was that something that you had to do or you planned to do?
Well, we had to because of the night practice. Because of parent-teacher conferences, we were like, over there.
Yeah, there's no lights over there.
There's no lights over there.
Yeah,
so moving over here, it's just a great grass playing surface for us to go out there and practice. And man, it was just a fun night of football. And
a little softer turf over there than what it is over here.
Your cleats go into the ground a little bit better over here at this one.
You know, with that, with the rain that we're probably will experience on Friday night, from what I hear, with the turf, it's not quite as detrimental as it was in the past. Yeah. But it's still detrimental. It will slow people down. It will make us it'll give us a step, and it'll take a step away from the faster players.
Yeah, and the thing that's tough about that, and we try and talk to our players about it just so they're mentally prepared. We practice on grass year round. And like CJ had to play on grass the other night, the JV game, and I was hearing their players warm up and talking like, man, I haven't played on grass in years.
It's probably the first time.
For us, it's different. Like, we practice on grass every day of the year. We play on turf 10 or 11 or 12. Like, that's the only time we're ever on turf. So we need to adjust too whenever we go and play. Even though we play on it every Friday, it's just different when you don't practice on it. So our guys, they understand that, but they also understand, hey, it's going to be a little bit better footing than whenever we get out there on the grass field when it's wet. So got to be able to adjust to that. And
well, I know you were talking about some of these other guys stepping up and everything, and I know I called several different names that I hadn't called, and I think that's awesome, getting them that Friday night light exposure and everything. Is it 43 or 46? We never could figure out who he was. He wasn't listed.
Oh, that was Will.
That was Will
Niven. Yeah.
Okay, Will Niven. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he's
46.
We don't have that jersey in white, so he has to wear a different jersey in away games. And he came in and did a great job.
Well,
he got that interception.
Yeah,
he got in the end zone to end the drive.
Yeah, right.
That's just a huge play. Right,
it was
at the end of the first half.
In the end of the first half,
and he. Corner or at a receiver on Monday nights, and just continues to get better and better. And now whenever he's getting those opportunities, stepping up and making big plays like that, and that's what it's all about, is just continue to see these guys commit to what they're doing, commit to their craft, but also commit to their teammates, and waiting for that opportunity. Whenever that opportunity comes up, because they're taking those mental reps on the sideline and then taking advantage of those reps on Monday night, then you see it start to come out on Fridays. And it's just great to see that. I love that whenever those guys have success like that, and they can see the process and what it takes to get there. So,
well, as well as I do, on every play, what I liked was there was no back down in it.
Yeah.
And on every play, I used to tell people, there's only thing that you can guarantee in football is on every play you're going to hit somebody or somebody's going to hit you. That's it. And it's much better to be the hitter.
Yeah.
And even though we didn't make all the tackles, our guys were going in there to lay the hit on them defensively and offensively, firing off the ball. And I've seen guys getting downfield and making some blocks and stuff. So, I'm going to try to fix this equipment.
Yeah, go ahead and we'll run a commercial.
No, go ahead.
We'll be back shortly. We're going to go send it back to station now, and Mr. Clardy, you'll be gone when we come back.
I got to get over that practice, man.
Good luck with practice tonight and all that, and we'll get back to station now.
Is anything better than a hot, cheesy slice of pizza fresh out of the oven? Barge's Pizza in Bolivar believes great pizza is meant to be shared. Grabbing lunch with coworkers, feeding the whole family, or surprising a neighbor just because. There's one golden rule. Be nice. Share a slice. Bubbling pepperoni to fresh margarita with mozzarella, basil, and vine-ripened tomatoes. Every bite's made with love and meant to be shared. Make someone's day delicious. In Bolivar, south of the square on Main Street. Barge's Pizza.
At Animal Care Clinic, they're not just another veterinary clinic. They're your pet's best friend. Their team, led by Doctors Levin and Lindsay Roten, offer top-notch care for all animals, big and small. From intensive care and checkups to pet supplies and grooming, they've got it covered. Keep your furry friend healthy and happy. Schedule an appointment today at animalcarebolivar.com. That's animalcarebolivar.com. Animal Care Clinic. Their name says it all.
Mr. Google wants you to think you can fix your car on the internet. If you can just figure out what's wrong without talking to those greedy dealers, you'll save lots of money. At Bill Grant Ford, our appointment book fills every week with people who started on Google. And you might be surprised to know the labor rate in our shop is not the highest in town. What we can do for you is bring experience and training to a world filled with internet noise. We encourage you to be informed when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. And when your vehicle starts asking for help, see why it's better in Bolivar at Bill Grant Ford.
Hey gang, wherever you are, CNC Farm and Home in Bolivar and Lebanon has you covered. Complete clothing department for both men and women. Their hardware, electrical, and plumbing departments have what you need to get that job done right. For the farm, CNC has fencing supplies from pipe gates, hard wire, and animal health supplies. And for our furry friends, CNC has toys for cat and dog food and, of course, dog houses. You can depend on the Colemans at CNC Farm and Home in Bolivar and Lebanon.
Hey, this is Paul at CNC Farm and Home Supply. If you have the questions, we have the answers.
Clay, can you hear us now? Are you back?
Yeah.
Are you technically sound now?
Did you see how quick I got that equipment taken care of?
That was quite an effort you made to. That was like changing a flat tire out in the rain. I mean, you went through that really fast. Well done.
All right. Well, thanks. Well, welcome back, everybody, to Barge's Pizza. Coach Clardy, he had to leave. I tried to explain. I don't know if everybody was tuned in yet, but he's with parent-teacher conferences going on. They've been having those until 7 o'clock, and so he's had to move his practice. First off, he's had all the coaches have to sit and visit with parents, but then he's moved practice to 6 o'clock over at the middle school, so they have lights to practice, and they're practicing on the same field as the young kid, the middle schoolers, and just.
Yep.
He said he's just having a blast over there, but he needed to get on back to practice tonight because we got a tough game coming up this Friday night with Logan Rogersville. I'd want to acknowledge all of our sponsors. Of course, Barge's Pizza is the main sponsor right here for Coach's Corner every Wednesday night. But Craig Lehman Shelter Insurance, I'd like to thank him, Bill Grant Ford, McCarthy Drilling, Guyan Andrews with State Farm Insurance, CNC Farm and Home Supply, the Animal Care Clinic, Mid-Missouri Bank, HMR Fireplace, MD Lux, right off of the north of the square here, and then the Grand Missouri Bank, we're a proud sponsor for the Coach's Corner. We'd like to thank all of them. Just want to remind you, everybody, about them. With us now is Coach Kim Cribb. She is the high school girls golf coach, and she's got some exciting news that just made history in Bolivar High School, and she's going to tell us all about it.
So almost 2 weeks ago, we hosted districts, and the girls were on a mission to be the first boys or girls golf team to qualify for the state tournament as a team. So that goal was, we got to check that one off. So we played state Monday and Tuesday. The Class 3 tournament was in Joplin. We played at Twin Hills Country Club. I don't know if you two are
I'm familiar
with that. I played it a long time ago, and the only thing I remembered was the train track that ran through there.
Still there,
it's still there, and trains still rolling through there. So we got there Sunday. The girls played a practice round, got to check the greens out, and realized how tight the fairways are. Mm-hmm. There's every fairway practically is just lined with trees down both sides. So Monday morning, we tee it up. Thankfully, from coach's perspective, they were all 4 in a row, so it was easy to.
Oh, you had all 4 players.
I had all 4 players in a row
unusual.
Because we qualified as a team. So
okay.
So that's a bonus.
Okay, yeah.
So that was a huge bonus. Yeah. I've never experienced wind like we did on Monday. Like, I'm not exaggerating. I think it was about 35 to 40 miles an hour all day long, with gusts even stronger than that. That can make golf a little difficult.
Golf's hard anyway.
Golf is hard without wind, but you throw in strong winds like that and it's even worse. So scores were not as low, which we knew that with the forecast. Sure. We knew they would not be low.
Well, that's one thing about it. It was windy for everybody.
It was the same for everybody, because we started at 8:39 that morning, and the last group, we all had the same conditions. So no troubles there. There was only one score on Monday that was under 80.
Yeah, that's incredible.
And that's not typical for Class 3 girls golf. So on Tuesday, it was still windy, not quite as strong, but very windy. So we ended up with Delaney Daniels getting second, which is all-state. The top 15 are all-state. Mm-hmm. So Delaney ended up second, and then Abby Anderson, who co-ops from Halfway to our golf program, because I don't have golf there, she got 11th. So we had 2 girls earn all-state.
Wow.
That's tremendous.
So that's pretty exciting for the girls golf program. And then as a team, we ended up in 6th. So there were 8 teams there competing, and we were 6th. So for our first time,
that's a good day. That's a good day.
Making it to state and ending up not last. So we were super pleased.
Now, did you spend the night down there, or did you have to run back home? It's kind of a long drive down to Joplin and back.
It is.
Sunday night and Monday night.
Monday night. So,
Great.
Thankfully, Dr. Methvin and Colt Blair were gracious to let us spend the night, so we didn't have to make that travel
Very
back
good.
and forth.
Well, and that contributed to success, I'm sure, because
It did.
you know how it is. You've traveled and
I
played.
have.
Sometimes it's hard to travel and play.
It is. So we were lucky to get to spend the night.
I think that you were here with us on week 2 of the Coach's Corner.
It was early on.
And I cannot remember, but tell us again. You've given us a couple names there, but Delaney's a senior and she's gone.
So we'll lose Delaney Daniels, and then Caitlin Berry is our 2
Caitlin Berry.
seniors.
That's right. Okay.
And then Abby Anderson, who's from Halfway but playing with us, she's a sophomore.
Right.
And then JC Franska played with us, and she is a junior. And then we had Jarrett Anderson, who has taken up golf, and she's a sophomore.
Okay.
Outstanding. So got 3 of the 5 back.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, go back to the districts. When you won your districts, you had girls that placed in the district contest also.
Yes. So we won first as a team. So with districts, they let the first 2 teams qualify, and then they take those scores out. Golf is kind of goofy with districts, but you take those top 2 teams out, and in golf, if you don't know, they count the 4 of the 5 lowest scores. Right. So then once those scores are removed, they take the next 13 individuals, and then the 5th player on your team, if they fall within those 13 individuals, they get to go with your team, or whatever the cutoff is. So at our district, it was 110. So if they were anywhere from 110 to 120, they could go with the team as well.
Okay.
So,
well, that'd be quite an advantage then to have that 5th player then.
It is.
Yeah.
And I mean, with golf, it's a huge advantage to play at your home course that you're
very much so
familiar with, play every day. So it's a big advantage to be able to host districts.
Outstanding. So this is the first time we've had a team, boys or girls, go to state. Now we have, just in recent history, we've had a state champion.
We have.
Out of Bolivar, one of the boys.
So we've always had individuals qualified to go, but we've never had a team qualified to go. So the girls were super excited that they
that's
a big deal. It's a big
got
deal.
to make history,
Yeah.
And also we were conference champs 2 years in a row.
We were back-to-back conference champs, district champs.
Yeah. So
lots of fun memories
That's
made.
painting with a pretty big brush, Miss Chris.
It is. It is.
When you start stringing stuff out years from now, we'll look back and we'll go, well, here's when it happened the first time.
The first time,
That's
So
exactly right.
we have high expectations to make another trip back next year as a team. We've got an 8th grader coming, and she will be a huge help to us as well.
So we got that. Now I'm going to ask you, because you've got a niece that is playing, and I don't know where we're at. Soccer is still going. We don't know that yet. But where are the girls softball?
So they lost to Marshfield
in the district,
in the semifinal district game.
Right?
Yes.
And then Marshfield wound up winning the whole thing.
Marshfield won the whole thing. So
and it was at Marshfield.
And it was at Marshfield.
Again, it's an advantage to be able to play on your home
right,
team.
close game.
Yeah.
So that is the only fall sport team that has been eliminated out now.
Correct.
And golf, because your all season is complete.
Is over.
Okay, just
But
wanted to.
everybody else is still.
Just wanted to make sure. I was trying to put. I didn't want to, knowing we were going to have a little time to talk tonight. And I couldn't find anything. And I sent you a text, and you told me that
tennis,
softball was down, but tennis is going. And I got their schedules coming up.
Yeah, they've qualified for state as well. So I'm not sure if it's this weekend or next weekend.
And they have it on 2 different weekends. They'll have the team on one weekend and then the individuals. And I don't know how that
It
I'm
is
not
in
sure either,
November.
but
And is it at Cooper again this year?
I believe so. That's typically where
Okay,
it's.
that's quite a facility they
It
have
is
down there.
very nice.
Actually, it's the 23rd, varsity girls tennis, individual state. And then on the 24th is individual state. And then it goes on to next week then. And I only go out to the 25th right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's also the next weekend.
I think that's right.
Yep.
I believe that's right.
I do good to keep up with my golf schedule.
Well, it's
so-
hard. It's hard, you know. Coach Blair gives us a lot of stuff, and we see what he goes through every week, and it's 10 times more than what we think
He's amazing.
about it is. I mean, every single, especially in the fall, everybody's got something every day of every week. It seems like so. There's no
Pretty
days
much.
off, and then a lot of weekends get eat up too.
Yes, between tournaments and other things.
And I think, we've got a couple weeks left of this. And, I mean, fall is all wrapping up and everything. But I think we're going to try to maybe get Colt back down here in the next couple of weeks to get a little preview of our winter sports, who are going to start practicing here in this next week and a half.
Once November gets here, it's pretty
on.
much on. Yeah. So that's exactly right.
And I have to also say thanks to Colt for coming and spending Monday with us at the tournament. And then we were surprised Dr. Methvin and Mr. Blair, the principal at the high school, showed up. So we greatly appreciate
That's great. That is awesome.
taking the time to show their support.
You've experienced this before when you look over and see somebody that you know.
Yeah.
And you know why they're there. It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah. So it meant a lot for us to have them show up.
We had, I hear Mike was down there for a little while for the
Yes,
second day.
we also
Barge
had
himself.
Mr. Mike was there day 2.
Did he bring any pizza down?
He did not. We were a little disappointed.
I was starting to say, you think he could have packed the pizza down there?
Yeah, but he walked all 18 holes, I do believe.
Yeah.
I can tell you, for those that don't know, I mean, those two families go back a long way. And Mike has been around in Delaney's life her whole life, and so there was no way he was going to miss it.
No,
and Brian
not
was
at all.
down there, and Tracy, obviously.
Yeah,
but
Brian had college golf just across the Oklahoma line, so he was kind of...
Oh, yeah.
So what's Delaney's now? She's going on to the next level to play. I hear
She is going to play. She's committed to
Central Missouri State University
at Warrensburg. Yes.
Okay.
So she
I'm
will
actually going up there tomorrow.
Okay, and there was a reason. The reason she chose Central Missouri, or they chose her, or
it's kind of I think a both
Okay.
thing, but she really likes their coach, and they have great practice facilities.
Yes, they do.
I've not seen them, but I just know when my dad was coaching at SBU, he always bragged about Central Missouri's practice facilities, and they've got their own golf course there. So
Buell National.
And it's not very far away.
it is not far away. So that's what I told her.
It's far enough, but
yes,
it's not very far.
You're away from home, but you're not too far away from home.
That's for sure. All right, there. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Well, congratulations.
All right.
Thank you.
The whole town's buzzing. I guess
Yeah.
you probably you get the buzz wherever you
Yes.
go, but the whole town's buzzing. You know, when you do stuff that's historic, you don't always get a chance to do
You
that.
don't. And
but when you
golf-
do it, it's a big deal.
Golf is different. You know, it's not the big sports like football and basketball, so it's easy for it to kind of get looked over. But we do appreciate all the texts and emails congratulating.
Well, I want to thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Because you gave me and Sutton a little bit of time to sit here and listen instead of trying to figure out what we was going to be talking about.
No problem
And
at
I
all.
thought, man, this is going to be great. She can come in and give us a rundown. And I'm so excited for the girls' golf.
Absolutely.
Yeah, super exciting.
Congratulations, girls.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, with that, we're going to send it back to the station, pay for a couple more, pay some bills here with a few more advertising that you are watching and listening to Coach's Corner on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99.
Let's face it, renter's insurance isn't top of mind until, well, it's top of mind. That's why it can be important as a renter to make sure you have the coverage you need at a price you can afford, because you've worked hard for your stuff, right? Your local State Farm agent is ready to help you choose the right renter's insurance that best fits your needs without the headache. Let's start helping protect your stuff with renter's insurance from State Farm today.
Diana Andrews, 326-2636.
As
Has your local bank stopped feeling local? Hello, this is Matt Hennenberg with Grand Missouri Bank. At Grand Missouri Bank, we are proud to be the only locally chartered bank in Bolivar, with the local owners and decisions made right here at 1630 South Killingsworth. You'll always work with our friendly, experienced team. From offering personalized financial services to building lasting relationships, whether you're borrowing or depositing, we're here for you. Come see us at Grand Missouri Bank, Bolivar's true community bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
HMI Fireplace is here to serve your community and promote local youth sports programs. It's in HMI's history to keep your home safe and to be on the ball when winter strikes. Come into HMI Fireplace and let them write up the best defense for Old Man Winter today. Look them up online at HMIFireplaceShop.com or give them a call.
Job. All right, welcome back to Barge's Pizza. Appreciate everybody tuning in this evening. We had Coach Clardy on earlier. We just got done visiting with Coach Kim Cribbs, and congratulations again to her.
Well, what a great job! What a great job on them girls. I mean, that's under those type of conditions, and golf's mental anyway. And then you throw that in there. Well, they stood up proud now.
I talked to Brian a little bit about it today, and he was telling me, he said. He said, Clay, and we all play golf. So, and he said, Clay said, there's no way any of us were going to go out and play golf on a day like that. But he said, Clay, it was gusting over 50 miles an hour. Kim didn't tell the story, but Brian told me, and Mike told me again when he got here, Delaney was on one green trying to putt, and it was like a 4-foot putt. And he said, he hears this crack. And just a few yards off the tree, the upper third of a tree snapped and fell out right next to the green, leaves going everywhere in branches. Now, how nerve-wracking would that be?
Well, it's making me nervous sitting here right now thinking about that.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. All right, so let's talk about, we got some conference games coming up. You know, we're going to just tell everybody who's doing what this weekend.
Okay.
Big Mike is going to join us, Barge himself. We don't have any other coaches coming in, so you got Sutton, myself, and Barge here, and we're just going to talk about a variety of things.
The dream team, if you will.
We're not going to make our picks just quite yet, but week 9, this is the last regular season game, and I'm going to go through the conference games, and then we're going to go through the district games, and I'll explain to you how come here in a second. But we got Branson and Hillcrest. Both Bolivars played both of them. You know, that's going to be an interesting game. Branson coming into Hillcrest. Hillcrest is defeated on the season. They haven't won a game yet. Branson, on the other hand, got a pretty good record running, and they are actually. Let me get it right here. Branson. Never mind, they're not in our district, but I believe Branson is 6-2 or 5-3 on the year. It's going to be an interesting game. I won't call any games or like that. Marshfield is going to be playing Highland, Arkansas. I have no idea, Seth. You ever heard of Highland, Arkansas?
I have not.
Big Mike?
You know, that could be a lot of places down there in those Ouachita and Ozark Mountains. Highland.
Yeah, it's West Plains is going to be at Carl Junction, and I tell you what,
That's a good game.
I would like to go and see that ball game.
I agree.
Because both those guys are big and athletic.
Carl Junction looked huge on TV last week.
They were.
They look bigger in person.
Yes, they did.
And they were quick, too.
Of course, Bolivar is going to be playing at Logan Rogersville, and I'm hoping to have a tough game. They're always good games at Logan Rogersville.
Agreed.
So, typically Bolivar comes out on top of those games, but this is a different year. They're highly touted down there. We're not making our calls yet, but I'm just telling you.
I think he's planting seeds.
I think he is. I think he is. But let's see. The other ones that we will be calling, Truman State University is coming to town to play SU, and then MU, number 15th ranked MU, is going to travel to number 10 Vanderbilt. And
20 years ago, did you ever think you'd hear that?
No.
Number 15 at number 10, Vanderbilt.
And he's not kidding. He's telling that's the way it is. Yeah, and they're both deserving.
They're both really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so those were our conference game, minus those last two. But West Plains is playing Carl Junction. West Plains is currently number 1 in our district. All right, Carl Junction is currently number 2 in our district. A lot of riding on that right there. 5-3 West Plains against 6-2. 5-3 Carl Junction against 6-2 West Plains. So a lot running right there. Logan Rogersville is 3rd in our district, and obviously they're playing us. They are also 6-2. Mack County is 5-3 at the 4 spot, and that 4 spot is where we've been trying to get to.
Yep. All day, all year long.
And I do feel like I think that we can get there if we get that upset tomorrow night or Friday night.
It's possible.
It's just possible. The way the points are shaking out right there. Monette, let's see, Mack County's 5-3. Monette is playing Mount Vernon. Mack County's playing East Newton, 1-7. Monette is playing Mount Vernon, 4-4. So a pair of 4-4 teams playing right there. Hard telling how that's going to shake out. And then Bolivar at Logan Rogersville, Marshfield at Highland. So even with that bad loss of this past weekend, Bolivar still, we was up to 5. We only dropped down to 6. If we get that quality win, I believe that probably will put us in that 4th spot. And once again, why?
It very well could. However, there's 7 teams in the district. Number 1 gets a bye.
There you go.
Number 2 gets a home game.
Yep.
Number 3 gets a home game.
Right.
Number 4.
That's what we're looking for right there. So, and we will not know that until about 10 o'clock on Friday night.
You know, and like I say, this can shake up a lot of different ways. As a matter of fact, who we play, we're going to be obviously 4, 5, or 6 is what we're going to be.
Sure, right.
So who we decide to play, 1, 2, and 3, that could jump around all over the place too.
Exactly.
If West Plains, who's on top now, if they lose, they'll probably jump out of that number 1 spot.
There's no question.
And Logan Rogersville may jump into number 2 or they may stay at number 3. I mean, it depends on how bad the loss is. There's a lot of things.
Well, I would think if Carl Junction got West Plains, they'd have to move up to number 1.
I would think.
It's just
I don't really understand the point system.
Well, Log Rock beat Carl.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's...
Okay, you got that.
So, there's that. So, I mean, it's just...
I mean, there's a formula. They've got a system in the formula. It's a number of points you beat another team by as well.
Exactly. It comes in there.
It's
what their record is, winning, their losing record.
Power rankings, the whole 9 yards comes into place. And then there's a head-to-head, and that's going to come into play. Well, this is all mixed up here at the top and kind of at the bottom, too. So, it'll be interesting.
There's no question about it.
Don't be surprised what comes out on Saturday morning. It could be anything.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Let's just make sure we take care of business.
That's what we can control. That's what we can control. That's exactly right.
So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to stop it right there. We're going to take another break here. We'll come back and we're going to do our picks and just get a couple more. Oh, I want to talk a little bit more about some of the other fall sports that we got going on right here and that are closing up, and then we're going to call it an evening. So we'll send it back to the station. You are watching the Coach's Corner on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99.
Drilling, the action of making a hole in something by boring with a drill. Sounds simple, right? Well, it's not, especially when it comes to water wells, geothermal drilling, and environmental monitoring. With over 20 years' experience, Jeremy McCarthy and his crews at McCarthy Drilling will have your project completed efficiently and effectively using state-of-the-art drill rigs. Don't leave your drilling to just anyone. Contact the experts at McCarthy Drilling in Halfway. McCarthy Drilling done right. Bold transformations start at MD Lux Aesthetics and Med Spa in Bolivar. Lose weight with personalized solutions. Balance your body with expert hormone therapy. Revitalize your skin with powerful laser treatments and refresh your look with precision injections. Every journey begins with a $50 consultation credited towards your service when you move forward. Find them on Facebook or find them behind Bill Roberts Chevrolet. Step into the future of beauty and wellness where cutting-edge science meets self-care. MD Lux Aesthetics and Med Spa.
All right, welcome back to Barge's Pizza at Coach's Corner here tonight. We're just right off the southwest corner of the Bolivar Square Mike, do you got pizza for us tonight, or what we all have?
I do. I didn't realize I was going to be early. So.
Well, we needed somebody.
We didn't want to tell you so you'd show up. So we didn't.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see, Sut, you got the results from this past week? No, we don't need them yet. You got some results from this past week
I'm telling you
what we got going?
Colt Blair sends us enough stuff. I pity the man. I pity the man on just to put all this on a piece of paper is a big job, and he's got not only do that, but he's got to make it all work. So
get you all the information.
Coming up, let's go with the coming up first. Coming up on tonight, we have districts at Webb City with volleyball.
Yep.
And girls tennis with the individual at state is coming up. And to be determined, that's at Cooper, I believe. We thought. Then we've got the football game with Logan Rogersville. Speech and debates going to Willard, and then the volleyball. If they win, they'll still have the districts going on. What's happened in the past is, let's see. Let's go down to about here. The boys soccer won 5-0 over New Covenant Academy. Softball team won 16-6. By the way, we already talked about the softball team. Their season has ended. They were beat by Marshfield, who wound up winning the districts down there. The soccer team also beat Branson on the 16th, 5-1. Varsity football, we know what happened there. We were there, I believe. Let's see, the cross country teams, again, boys varsity wins first, girls varsity wins second. Both JVs win first, and boys are the OMC champions.
That's a good deal.
That's they're just dominating. I mean, they're just dominating, and they'll have their events coming up shortly. JV and the freshmen. JV won 46-42. We talked a little bit off the air. I think we were off the air when we talked to Coach Clardy about that, and he said it was a real shootout out there. 46-42.
That's a big game.
In an eighth, I mean, they don't play very many minutes, and that's a lot of points.
Scoring.
That's a lot of points.
That's a lot of scoring in JV.
And he said, I believe they took a knee on the 2-yard line to kind of end the game, or they probably could have win again. Jeez. So I don't know if I'd have done that after the way they treated us down there, but that's okay. That's me. I'm a little hardened. I'm
kind of with you on that one.
Yeah. JV or the boys soccer away at West Plains, they won 1-0. And then Logan Rogersville beat the varsity soccer last night 2-1. So,
and I'll just tell you,
to be continued in the district.
It will be, and I'll tell you what, I went over to that game last night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember?
I do.
Jason was here.
He threw it out
and
there.
I said, okay, I need to come over and watch it. And he said, well, come next Tuesday. I said, all right. Then we got the message on that following Monday. They said, hey, we moved it until tonight. Come overnight. Well, couldn't do it for other reasons. Sure. He sent me an invitation yesterday saying, I'd like to see you. And so I went over there and watched. I didn't get to watch the whole game. I had some other stuff going on. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's impressive. Very impressive. Yeah. It was, when I left, the score was 1-1. We did end up losing 2-1. But just constant motion. And the legs on these guys, I mean, these guys are kicking that soccer ball 40, 50, 60 yards. Jumping up and hitting it with their heads and everything. I mean, I was like, oh, my goodness, look at this.
It's a beautiful game.
Hey, you know what? I enjoyed that. I enjoyed watching it, and I want to thank Coach Ingold for sending me that little invitation.
There you go, a little reminder. So the wind affects that game pretty much.
Oh, you ain't kidding. Yeah. It was a little windy yet last night.
It sure was.
Let's go back to volleyball, Mike. Tell them what happens. All right, so.
Well, tonight we got 6 o'clock, which has already started, but Bolivar's playing Hillcrest.
At West Plains.
Mm-hmm. At West Plains, and then if they win, they will play the winner of Webb City, who is the 1 seed.
Right.
And then Parkview or Springfield Catholic. I don't know who won that play-in game that has to play Webb City.
So when would that be?
That would be the 25th at 11 a.m.
Okay. Now,
which is Saturday.
Coach Athletic Activities Director Blair, I actually spoke with him today, and like I said, he sends us a lot of stuff, and I invited him to join us here this evening. And you heard Coach Cribbs say a few minutes ago that she looked up and on Monday, and there he stood. Went down there to watch him. Well, guess where he's at tonight?
He's watching something somewhere.
He is watching down at days down there at West Plain or at Webb City watching the volleyball.
That's what you do.
That's awesome for him to make that trip back
awesome
down there.
That,
So hats off to him, and good luck to our volleyball team.
Absolutely.
Let's see what else we got. Sut, anything?
Let's see here. We've got, as far as upcoming events, we've
got the cross country. They're starting their Saturday, November 1st. That's going to be their district meet. It is in Nixa. It's going to be held down there at Nixa. The Class 4 and Class 5 districts will be being held down there. So there's going to be a lot of people running down there in those. Okay, Class 4 and 5 District 2 meet. So there's two different classes running. So there's going to be, it doesn't say here exactly how many teams, but I think that there's going to be close to probably 14 to 18 teams in that. So that takes place for, that'll be November 1st for the cross-country team. And softball is done. Tennis is playing this weekend and then again next weekend. Individuals this weekend and then team next weekend. And I think that kind of covers all of our fall sports.
Did you cover the soccer district tournaments when it's going to start? It starts November 1st.
November 1st, yeah.
November 1st, and then it continues on Tuesday, November 4th, and hopefully we'll be there for Thursday, November the 6th for the district championship.
Right there she is. Yes, that's right. So that's just to put that in perspective, that is the
fall season is rapidly
it's really coming
very fast. Very much so. Very much so.
Hopefully we get it extended a little bit.
There we go.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully a bunch of them get it extended.
If you're playing in November in a fall sport, that's a good thing.
You're doing okay.
Yeah,
That's
kid.
a good thing.
You're doing okay.
Yep.
All right, we're going to send it back to the station one more time. When you come back, we will give you our picks for the this weekend's final Week 9 wrap-up, and then include the MU Tigers and the SBU Bearcats. So you are watching Coach's Corner on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99.
Mid-Missouri Bank has crossed another huge benchmark. They've paid their Midmo customers more than $8 million in Casasa rewards. Join Midmo in the race to $10 million. Get in on your share of the earnings today. Whether it's cash back on debit card swipes or a high interest rate on checking and savings account balances, Midmo Bank pays you for the spending activity you're probably already doing. You deserve more for your money. How does more money sound? Open an account in minutes at openaccounts.midmobank.com. Mid-Missouri Bank. Member FDIC.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, two-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
Ask Craig Lehman about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Is anything better than a hot, cheesy slice of pizza fresh out of the oven? Barge's Pizza in Bolivar believes great pizza is meant to be shared. Grabbing lunch with coworkers, feeding the whole family, or surprising a neighbor just because. There's one golden rule. Be nice. Share a slice. Bubbling pepperoni to fresh margarita with mozzarella, basil, and vine-ripened tomatoes. Every bite's made with love and meant to be shared. Make someone's day delicious. In Bolivar, south of the square on Main Street. Barge's Pizza.
At Animal Care Clinic, they're not just another veterinary clinic. They're your pet's best friend. Their team, led by Doctors Levin and Lindsay Roten, offer top-notch care for all animals, big and small. From intensive care and checkups to pet supplies and grooming, they've got it covered. Keep your furry friend healthy and happy. Schedule an appointment today at animalcarebolivar.com. That's animalcarebolivar.com. Animal Care Clinic. Their name says it all.
Mr. Google wants you to think you can fix your car on the internet. If you can just figure out what's wrong without talking to those greedy dealers, you'll save lots of money. At Bill Grant Ford, our appointment book fills every week with people who started on Google. And you might be surprised to know the labor rate in our shop is not the highest in town. What we can do for you is bring experience and training to a world filled with internet noise. We encourage you to be informed when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. And when your vehicle starts asking for help, see why it's better in Bolivar at Bill Grant Ford.
Welcome back to Barge's Pizza. Sitting down here going to wrap up. This is going to be the final segment for the Coach's Corner for this week. We're going to have at least a couple more weeks worth of it. I want to thank Big Mike and his lovely bride, Jillian, for hosting this and being the sponsor, the main sponsor for this. We thoroughly enjoyed it. We got the Archer clan down here watching this week, and then we got some Contreras clan down here watching a little bit here in-house. So glad to have the folks coming down. So let's see. Last week, give a little review from last week. Logan Rogersville took on Branson at Branson and went down there and got beat 28-35.
Yes, they did.
So Bolivar and Carl Junction, everybody's aware of that score. We didn't fare too well down there. It was a long trip for a lot of heartache down there that last Friday night. Parkview picked up another win on the season and put Hillcrest. They beat Hillcrest 26-8. So that's they're 0-8. Hillcrest is, and I think Parkview is aren't they 2-6?
I believe.
And they have a second win. Marshfield kind of hung in there with West Plains for a little while.
For a while.
Looks like it.
But West Plains ended up coming up big and doubled them up 46-23. And then let me say it. Here we go, Mike. You want to announce this one or you want me to?
M-I-Z.
M-I-Z-Z-O-U, baby. M-U going into Auburn, going into overtime, coming away 2 overtimes.
I don't think I can share the text.
No, probably better not share the text between us now. Coming away with the win 23-17. Just a great road win for the University of Missouri Tigers. They got another tough one this week. We'll talk about that here in just a second. SBU traveling up to Upper Iowa University and kind of took it on the chin up her side.
They did. Going to Iowa, you need to have everything working.
You better.
That one really surprised me because SBU been playing some pretty good.
Exactly. And I don't know. I don't know if they had injuries or if Upper Iowa is just that good of a team up there, but they put it on them 39-2, keeping the offense from scoring any points whatsoever. So that was last week, and as we go down through there, that first game was Hillcrest and Parkview, and Sutton went with Hillcrest.
Had to do something. I was making a move. Well,
myself, Mike, and Matt all went with Parkview. Then on the Logan Rogersville Branson game, Sut went with Log Rock and Matt went with Log Rock, and me and Big Mike went with Branson, and we picked up one on the boys. All of us chose Bolivar and went down in defeat. All of us chose West Plains, and so everybody came away with the win there, and we all took MU and we all took SBU. So we just that was a wash, right?
Pretty much a wash.
So 2-4 for Sutton, 4-2 for me and Mike, and 3-3 for Matt. For the year, Sutton is at 27-15. Mike is behind him just slightly ahead of him, 28-14. Matt is bringing up the rear of the train here at 24-18, and I happen to be out in front by a narrow margin, 29-13. So
this week will tell the deal.
This is going to be a big week right here.
Yes,
so let's just get after it real quick. So we got let me get to it here. So Mike, right off the get-go right here, I'm going to put you under the gun. Branson at Hillcrest.
Got to go with Branson.
Going to go with Branson.
Absolutely.
Study?
Branson.
And I think I'm going to go with Branson. I'm going to pick for Matt, and he's going to go with Hillcrest. No.
No. That's a heck of a bold pick, Matt. That's pretty good. He's making a move.
He said he's got to pick some upsets, but I will let him pick his own. Marshfield at Highland, Arkansas. This is going to be a big one because none of us are familiar with Highland, Arkansas. We don't even know where it's at. We do know it's in the state of Arkansas, allegedly.
Never heard of it.
That's same here.
Suddy, where do you think?
Oh gosh, I'd like to pick opposite of what you fellas are picking. So I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick Marshfield.
Can I go with Marshfield?
Yep.
Oh. Matt, go ahead. Or Mike, go ahead.
I'm going to go with Highland, Arkansas. Never heard of them. Let's roll the dice.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with Highland too.
He's just playing a little defense against me.
I'm going to go with Highland.
Strategy. Very nice. Very nice. Now this next one's going to be a hard one.
Matt chose a bye. No, I'm sorry, he didn't. Let's see. All right, this is the tough one right here. This is the game of the week, probably in the in the conference, and I'm going to say it's the game of the week in the district. A lot of riding on this.
Yep.
West Plains traveling clear across the state. Huh?
Is it the game of the year?
It could be in our conference.
Yeah. It may be repeated.
Yeah,
it may be repeated
very well could be.
Yeah.
But West Plains is traveling clear across all the way on the far east corner, all the way over to the west corner of Carl Junction. I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna take Carl Junction down there simply because they're down there. Mike?
I got to agree with you. I think Carl Junction at home, I was pretty impressed with them last week.
I think this comes down to homers
I
right
think
here.
so, too.
I truly do.
It would be foolish to bet against them at home the way we watched them perform last week. So I will have to go with Carl Junction as well.
All right, Matt. So I'm sure you're listening, Matt, and that leaves you one to pick right there. That's going to be, you can go the other way, and you may pick up one on us.
Yep.
So Bolivar at Logan Rogersville. I'll just jump right out there. I'm going to tell you Bolivar. I'm going with Bolivar. I like Bolivar at Logan Rogersville.
I'm the same. I think they get past what happened last week and they go out and play some good football.
I think they'll play a good football game. I really do. I don't think they can beat Logan Rogersville. I think we're going to let them win, set it up for the district for
Okay.
We may face them again the very next week. It's possible in this scenario that we could play them the very
Right back.
next week.
You're darn right.
We're not going to show anything.
We're not going to show
Yeah.
anything. We're just going to play soft, let them. So I'm going to go with Logan Rogersville.
Okay. All right. Truman State University at SBU.
Truman State's tough. At SBU.
It is God's country.
Now, SBU's beat up and mad, and they may really rebound hard here. So I'm going to go with Truman State.
Well, I'm next in the shoot here, and I looked at Truman's schedule today, and they've got a lot of points on the board on them. There's a lot of games, so I am also going to go with Truman.
Yeah, I'm going with Truman. My son goes to school up there, so we're going to take that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right.
And it's the hometown.
That is right.
God's
That is
country up
right.
there, fellas.
You have to. It's understandable.
All right, so here it is, boys.
This
Coming
is
down
a big
to MU, ranked number 15.
Game day.
Game day. They drew the game day. ESPN Game Day is coming to University of Missouri. I didn't think I'd ever say that either. But they're going to be there bright and early. I think it starts up there about 6 a.m.
I think it's at Vanderbilt.
Yeah, it's
that's right. It is at Vanderbilt. My bad. Yes.
Again, did you ever think Missouri and Vanderbilt would be a game day?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I've seen Game Day at Missouri back several years ago.
Oklahoma.
And it was a wonderful day. It was a wonderful day.
It was a big day.
However, when you throw that on Vanderbilt, until last year, they were just everybody's sister. They just got beat up all the time. I mean, it wasn't no thing at all.
I seen a stat that Vanderbilt is 6-20 something facing ranked teams, and those wins have come in the last two seasons.
Yeah.
They've got an outstanding quarterback down there and an outstanding coach. They've been together for I think 6 years.
They're
coach.
They're getting the job done.
They are.
That coach is doing a heck of a job.
All right. So where are you going, Sut?
I'm going to have to go with MU. That's my heart speaking very loudly there, because that's going to be a tough go for them. Now, they had a wonderful game, I thought, last week against who were they playing? Like, was it?
They were at Auburn.
They were at
MU.
No,
they played Alabama last year.
Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt.
That was at
home.
And they played well.
Yes, they did.
They played well. And Alabama's a good team. They're really a good team.
Well, I'm going to go with MU also, and I'll tell you why. It wasn't too many years ago. I went up to MU to watch that game, and we was doing really well. And I think we might have been. This was several years ago, and I think we might have been in the top 20 at that time. I think it maybe even top 25 or top 20, and we jumped out to a big lead right off the get-go and gave that ball game away, and we're one of those 6 wins that they had.
I remember
that. So I'm thinking that MU is just going to go down there and remember that.
Okay.
And jump all over.
So.
Huh?
I sure hope so. This one, last week at Auburn scared me a little more, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think so.
They didn't execute as well as they have been.
That Auburn defense is really
and they
good.
are good. Auburn's good.
And that Vanderbilt defense isn't quite as good.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Tigers.
There you go. I like the way you're thinking. All right, so there we go.
I hope I don't get the text. They broke my heart again.
I don't. That's been a common text over our years together.
I promise not to yell at this game. I promise.
I do not.
I hadn't done that for several years, but I was pretty vocal.
Yeah.
In my living room.
All right. Well, listen, folks, I'm going to tell you what. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. That's going to do it for us down here from Barge's Pizza. And we will see you all again. Well, we will see you Friday night.
Well, it'll be raining down there.
It's going to be raining.
They say it'll be raining, but we'll be there, and we'll bring you absolutely the best we can do down there.
You think they'll let us in that box? Or
Well, if they're going to be mean, we'll have to be outside.
Remind me to pack my tent.
Make sure you take your rain gear, boys.
I'll pack the tent.
We have rain gear.
All right, that's going to do it for us. Thank you all for tonight for watching the Coach's Corner, brought to you on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99 from Barge's Pizza.
Thanks for joining Coach's Corner here on Your Country 99 and in 4K on MoSportsZone.com. It's being brought to you by these amazing sponsors: Barge's Pizza, Shelter Insurance, Bill Grant Ford, McCarthy